In the beginning, there were dinosaurs.
Wait, what?
As the asteroid encounters atmosphere, friction turns it into a fireball. They now can't see what's headed their way, but they can feel it.
Bruh. I'm running out of time.
Okay, so let's start by creating a new project. I'm going to choose a console app. I'm going to name to test Unicode. I'm going to get rid of this, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Alright, so let me show you first the Unicode problem that I'm talking about. In this folder, I have several folders that contain files with Unicode names, symbols, and even emojis in their names and paths. Now, the problem is that the Windows system through C++ and the command prompt cannot read or write these Unicode characters. And furthermore, it crashes the program every time you try to read or write these characters from the command prompt. Now, this is not going to be a problem for Linux or a Mac user, but this is going to be a very big problem for a Windows user. And this is where I step in. I'm going to try to fix this problem. Okay, so let's start by creating a simple program to iterate over our folder, and then get all the files from it, and print out every file path to the console. Now, we're going to face a lot of problems, but don't worry. I'm going to try to walk you through it, and I'm going to try to fix it for you. So let's start by including first the libraries that I'm going to use. Let's start by string. You know what? Let's cheat a little bit, and then our stream, and then file system. And now let's create the main function. After that, we create a variable for the file path, which is a string variable. We'll define it later. After that, let's create the for loop that's gonna iterate over the folder. So, for now, auto for the reference of file in the std file system, and then recursive directory iterator for the file path. Now here's the first problem that you're going to face. There is no recursive directory iterator function in the file system here. Now why is that? The reason is that we are using the wrong version of C++, which is selected by default in Visual Studio, and we're going to need to change this. So you're going to go to the project here, right click, properties, and you're going to change this language standard from C++ 14 to C++ 17. And here we go. Now what we need to do is to print every file path to the console. So we're going to go with std cout std end line, and then we're going to go with the file dot path. After that, we're going to put the file path in the file path variable. So we're going to paste it, and then we have to replace the backward slash with the forward slash. Now this is also not going to be a problem on Mac OS and Linux, but for Windows we're gonna need to change this or we're gonna have future problems. So let's try it out. And here we go. This is our second problem. Now, what about the console? Here's the console. Now, look at this. We have 4 files, or 6 files, and then a crash. So, how do we fix it? Now, the first thing that you're gonna have on your mind is, of course, gonna crash. You're using cout, not the wide cout. So let's try it out. Nice, it didn't crash. But here's the problem. Only 6 files from the 18 files was displayed on the console. This is a big problem. It cannot show the Unicode files and it cannot process them. So, what is the fix for this problem? We're gonna first include the IO header and then the f central.h, and then we're gonna add one line, which is set mode, and then file, node, which is std out, of course I mean here, and then U16, and that's it. Believe it or not, that's it. You only need to add this line with these conditions and you will have a perfectly functional iterator. Now let's try it out. And here we go. We have all the files with all the Unicode characters. Now, I know what you're going to say, but Anas, where are the characters? I don't see them. As I told you before, Windows and Unicode don't like each other. The problem is that even with Unicode system, the Windows system did not support Unicode until Windows 10 version 1809. So yeah, but don't worry about it. As I told you, I will try to fix it for you. I'm gonna walk you through it. So what you need to do, first of all, let's see if these characters are really here. Let's copy it and then open a new text file, paste it, and here we go. So now if you want to see, which I really don't care, for me I don't care if they are preserved or not, but they are functional. But if you want to see them, you can go to here and go to properties and choose one of these fonts except the raster fonts. You don't want to use these raster fonts. You need to use the other fonts. So let's try the MS Gothic. Here we go. Let's try another one. Yep. Some work, some don't. Let's go back to the console. For me, I don't care about displaying them as long as my program is functional displaying it on a console is the least of my concern. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.